Hey everyone, I'm Reena, and this is Resonant Space. Sometimes when we think of what it means to be composing, we think of these tales of yore, of older composers from generations past just sitting at their desks for days and days and days and slaving away to create this perfect masterpiece that will alter the course of history or something like that, right? And sometimes it feels like a lot to live up to, right? And so when we sit at the desk, when I sit at the desk, and I'm looking at my music, I think, okay, well, is this note gonna alter the course of history? If I write an F sharp here, is this gonna be the next most amazing thing that has ever happened to the world? And it can get really hard to create anything under that circumstance. So I try to find this way to kind of get myself out of that mode of thinking. And I tell myself, okay, what you're doing here right now is not the real work. It's not the big, significant work. You're going to do all of that work tomorrow. And all that you need to do today is just prepare yourself to do that important work tomorrow. And so what that means is, okay, if I'm going to kind of figure out this whole section tomorrow, say I'm going to try to lay in this big section. Okay, what do I need? Like, do I need to figure out, have options for melodies? Do I need to kind of figure out the pacing or form? Do I need to, what do I need to do to kind of set everything up so I can really go for it tomorrow? And by and large, what happens is that tomorrow I'll say the same thing to myself. Okay, I'm setting up to do the real work tomorrow. And actually the real work is exactly what I'm doing at that point. But because in my mind, I've told myself that this is just prep work. It's just kind of mundane stuff to get ready for the real significant life-altering work. I take the pressure off myself to create something that's just so amazing and brilliant. And often it's really hard to tell in the moment when you're creating something whether it's really going to be significant or not. And you certainly can't tell whether that thing is going to change the world or not. I look back over so many of my pieces, and things that I thought were kind of nothing have ended up becoming pieces that I feel are so significant for me, and that's because they go through this long process of iteration. They go through different performers playing them. I revise, maybe it just hits people in a very particular way. There are so many things that are out of our control to know what makes a masterpiece, and we certainly can't tell from that very beginning moment when we're first coming up with the idea. So maybe when you're working this week, if you feel a little overwhelmed, just think to yourself, okay, I'm just going to set everything up so that tomorrow I can do the real work.